must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town.
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
The duty shift was long, but I'm glad we're making a difference out here.
Hi.
All right, out with it. What's your game?
Oh, give me a break. I can't win with you.
Win? This isn't a contest. You're not the military type.
Sure.
So I can't figure out why you're sticking around. You got what you wanted, so why don't you...
The Brotherhood might be the best chance.
Well, as far as reasons go... Look, I'm gonna cut you some slack because Dance trusts you. But if you step out of line and put any of my brothers or sisters in danger, I'll make sure you regret it. So, ready for your assignment, hero?
Ready.
Then listen up. Like it or not, one of our most important duties is to keep the Commonwealth clear. I'm talking about mutants, ghouls, synths. The abominations, the damage. This op is simple. I'm gonna send you to a target, and you're gonna terminate every... All the details you need are right here. Don't come back until the job's done.
Oh god. Mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
How to show a girl. Come on.
Elder Maxon ordered me to follow him to the gates of hell. I'd be the first one to kick them open.
Excuse me, Scribe Halen.
Reese still giving you the cold shoulder.
I wish we could see eye to eye.
Reese only sees one thing. Reese bleeds brotherhood. If anything else comes into the picture and gets in the way...
Is there something between...
When I first joined up, Reese is the one. I thought there was a little more between us, so he told me the Brotherhood of Steel was... We never spoke about it. Look, I need... If you're worried about Reese... So, are you ready to take on your first assignment?
Ready.
Great. One of the Brotherhood. I have a list of locations. Here, this should cover all the... Good luck.
Scribe Halen.
I'm actually a little jealous you get to head out to find these bits of lost tech. Exploring the ruins is why I joined up in the first place.
Hi.
If you want to impress me, complete the op I gave you. Otherwise, we've got nothing to talk about.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all form... of technology should be confiscated or collected. Watch your step, man. Getting a bit of a twitch on drop.
How did it look out there?
We've got a lot
Excuse
of work
me,
ahead
Paladin
of us,
Dance.
brother.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
Don't get any ideas, Seth.
You folks? No win.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Can't talk right now. Gotta clean the Mirelurk scat off my boots.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
I'm not disappointed, just surprised. You don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work. In my experience, hotshots and
Proctor
big
Tegan.
mouths end up with closed
Step
casket
forward, Knight.
funerals.
Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might...
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to... It just involves a little bit of head... And since I'm stuck up here, man, after you're done with... In the meantime...
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Why take the chance?
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
Remember, come find me when you're done meeting the rest of the crew. Plenty of work if you need it. Come back when you're done introducing yourself.
Greetings, Knight.
Treat your power armor well, and it can get you through anything.
Joining our cause was the wisest decision of your life, sister.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew. You were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I could lend a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Proctor Quinlan?
Please, finish your introductions by all means. But I do hope you'll consider assisting me when you're done.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure, go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No, never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
Pridwin is
Proctor.
a magnificent ship.
What brings you to
We're
me
lucky
today?
to have her in our arsenal.
Set me up?
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face.
No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving.
Elder.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, sister?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
Those super mutants have been raiding across the Commonwealth for years. I'm glad to have the Brotherhood's help clearing them out.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
I suppose that's something worth building. Whatever it is. While you're at it.
thoughts?
With the Brotherhood behind us, we'll never fall.
Your thoughts?
There's a well.
How do you think things are?
I'm not sure right now. Perhaps you should ask me that later.
Your thoughts?
I think you should stay on point.
That was it.
Not a problem.
My old man taught me that duct tape could fix anything. I don't think he was talking about bullet holes.
Having the Pridwin moored above the airport keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release.
Anything useful?
Someone's not interested in visitors. Hey, what you got for me? Looking for something specific? Damn, did someone drive a bulldozer through here?
Could be anything hidden in all this.
Someone there? What? Who's there?
Sweet.
obviously been a... man for quite some time.
This place is filthy.
Face me, you coward! Oh no! Pity.
What a mess.
What the hell was that? You trying to lock the whole Commonwealth here or something?
Won't be bothering anybody now.
I need to ask you something.
Anything wrong?
You need to talk. Nothing else I needed. Sure. Heads up.
Come on. If I got it.
I think we're the first people to set foot here in quite a while. Still looks cleaner than me place back at the combat zone. If you think this is bad, you should see some of the blokes I beat up at the combat zone. What a bunch of junk.
find something in here, because that may take a while.
Judging from the amount of dust present, it's safe to assume we're the first people to investigate this location in quite a while.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
So boring.
You like
find
the
me
stuff,
those
don't
make
you?
like
No,
these.
you don't see the point. Bad times, no. Looks like someone had a bad day.
Who's there? What? Who's there? Someone there? Ah. What's that? What the?
Something out there. Clear.
Look at all this.
When was the last time someone came through here? So, this is what 2 centuries without a good dusting looks like.
Piper, you know, you look like you could really use
use this. These things have literally saved my life. That's all, okay?
Hey, Piper.
You've got my undivided attention.
That's all for now.
All right.
Look alive.
I'm listening. Whatever you need.
Paladin.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word.
I got plenty of my own reasons to hate these damn uglies. If you'd seen half of what I've seen while I've been with the Minutemen.
These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, sister. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
Ad Victoriam, Knight.
No machine should have free will.
Station keeping maintained. Thrusters stable.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Anything you need, Elder? You just say the word.
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately. Any questions, Knight?
Aren't there any pre-war records about the Institute that might help us?
Our records indicate that the Institute was born from the remnants of a pre-war educational facility, the Commonwealth Institute of Technology. The ruins of the facility are at the center of the city, but we've already searched them thoroughly. The location appears to have been abandoned long ago, so it appears that the trail ends there. Anything else, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need